Alright, hello! We are back for another week, and I guess this video will be like maybe what's on this week, what I'm planning this week. I don't know, I haven't really thought it through. But so this week actually is a little bit harder for videos than I was initially thinking back last week when I was like, yeah, guys, I'm totally gonna focus on video and make more videos and stuff. But no, this week is turning out to be a little bit trickier than I expected. But so what? Today's a free day. Tomorrow, though, I've got to see the doctor and the dentist, and I'll probably have lunch out in the middle because they're both in the same suburb. Wednesday, I've got bonsai. Thursday, I'll be recovering from bonsai, and then in the evening, hopefully I can go to my friend's art gallery opening. And then Friday is another free day. I haven't checked if I've got the house to myself, but here's hoping that I will have time to make a video then. Yeah, and then it's the weekend, which I can't really do much about. But after that, I have 2 weeks where I have the house mostly to myself during the day. So cross fingers I can get some quality content done. I know I've got some more Punk Rave Australia stuff coming soon. I don't know what it is yet, but coming soon. Also, I've been really wanting to do more music covers and stuff. It's been so hard without the place myself, and also being sick last week. I think I'm over it now, but you know, here's where my today got off the rails, because I wonder if I'm still recovering from the last of the illness or if this is just how I am. But so lately I've been trying really hard to get to bed before 11 p.m. The last 2 nights was before midnight, but for the last week or so, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know how long, I have been getting to bed before 11, and one of the things that's helping me do that is I will Snapchat once I'm actually in bed, and then Snapchat has you swipe across, so you can get a little sticker that tells you the time that you took the Snapchat. So then I post that being like, you know, here's the time that I went to bed. And oddly, I'm finding that to be good motivation to get myself to bed by 11, because I guess I feel more accountable, even though no one's saying, oh, why didn't you go to bed? Yeah, that's just helping me get to bed. So yes, actually I do have a Snapchat. I don't like to talk about it that much because, I don't know, Snapchat's weird. It's taken me a while to find any use for it at all, but I'm getting the hang of stories, or like the idea of stories on Facebook and, Instagram, and then Patreon has its own lens clips, which I occasionally post to. But when I don't want to post complete garbage to my Instagram or Facebook, so the garbage ends up on Snapchat. You know, the more natural kind of stuff. So you can follow me there, but if you're gonna follow me on Snapchat, please comment your name in the comments, just so that I know who you are, because occasionally I get random requests from people who look really shady, and if it's not obvious to me who you are from your username, then I'm not gonna add you. I'm not posting things as a public thing. You have to actually add me. Yeah, so anyway, Snapchat's been helping me stay accountable. But see, I've been going to bed earlier fairly consistently for the last few weeks, but I'm still struggling to wake up in the morning. It's really frustrating. I guess last night, though, I woke up around 4:30 and was thinking some pretty depressing stuff, you know, thinking about death and the fact that my life isn't really going anywhere and how it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to be, and then that went into a sort of existential kind of thing. And then I started thinking about you know, posting something on Facebook, and when I started thinking about posting what I was going through on Facebook, that actually helped me get out of that cycle, because I don't know what it is. Maybe this is why I post so much stuff to YouTube and Facebook and just go on 1,000-word rants and half-hour things, because if I'm trying to communicate what I'm experiencing to you, I think that uses a different part of my brain, so that instead of going in this cycle of how bad the world is in my head, then I have to go on a side tangent to how do I communicate this to someone, and it breaks this cycle up, so then I'm like, how would I say this to someone? And that kind of, yeah, it just takes me out of this and sends me in another direction, and then, I don't know, it breaks up the flow enough that I'm not feeling too stressed anymore, somehow. Doesn't always work, but I think that's what happened last night. Maybe this is why writing poetry used to help as well, because, you know, I would have really bad depression kind of breakdowns late at night, but then I'd write in the thing, and you're using, you know, your writing skills and your hand-eye coordination and all that, and then it would just calm me down, and then I'd fall asleep rather exhausted. Anyway, so I did wake up at about 4:30, so that probably didn't help. But even when I don't wake up at 4:30, yes, the family's a bit noisy in the morning. Some days I've been able to get up at like 8 o'clock maybe, but I've had too many days where I'm still waking up at 10, which is still like getting out of bed at 10 is what was going on when I was going to bed at 2 a.m. So I'm going to bed at 11 p.m. and I'm still waking up, dragging my butt out of bed at 10. So I don't know if I'm still sick or if this is just me with my my psychology being prone to melancholic depression and not doing well in the mornings. I don't know. But because I didn't wake up early and then I was groggy and then I was finishing my email to Punk Rave Australia, which I mentioned in the video that I filmed before this, but I think I'm going to post this video first, so that's probably really confusing. Anyway, so yeah, that kind of threw off my day. So I was going to make a video about if you're in a band, like, well, mainly if you're in a band, but you could have other uses for it. If you are finding that you're not getting enough traffic on Facebook, I was going to make a video adapting a post that I made to some other band, because, you know, I came across this band saying, hey, you know, can you please comment if you can see this? We're having trouble, that we don't know if anyone's seeing our posts and we're trying to promote this thing, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and I said, oh, I can see it, but you could look into your analytics and see how many people it's reaching, and if that's not good, there are strategies you can use. And then they asked me, what would you suggest? And I ended up going on a 1,000-word post, and this is where this video is going to overlap the next video, so I'm a little bit confused about what I've already said, but anyway. So now I'm thinking of turning that into a blog post on my website, but also a video, because so many people don't read, especially musicians. I've ranted about this before, but you know, Brown M&M's, Van Halen, you need to read. But I also want to help bands, and if they don't read, then maybe the only way to reach them is through a video. So I will attempt to make a video and attempt to make it with less of my tangents so that maybe they don't lose focus. But because I didn't wake up early enough and I was so groggy this morning, like I stumbled out of bed at 10:30 and was just like, Because of that, I didn't really have enough time to properly plan that, like how am I even gonna, I've got to adapt it, because what I wrote in the Facebook comments on their post, I need to adapt it a little bit for a blog post, video blog kind of format, so I didn't get around to that. So I ended up just filming a video about another rant I went on, and the reason, so actually the reason I went to bed before midnight last night is because I was writing these social media tips to that band and just went too late. And then the reason I went to bed before midnight the night before is because I was writing this huge rant, which will be the next video that you see, which I've already filmed. Oh, I shouldn't have done it this way because my brain is so messed up about it. But no, I thought I'd film the actual video saying something first and then do this random sort of freestyle one afterwards. And yeah, but I don't know, maybe that's a bad strategy. Anyway, yeah, so I ended up doing that one anyway because that one's less important. That's just me having a whine about business and social media gurus who are trying to get money off you but they're not necessarily upfront about that. And they're trying to tell you stuff you probably could have researched on Google for yourself anyway, blah, 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 blah. So actually that video is going to be up sometime this week after this video. Yeah, today, this. Tomorrow I don't have time to film anything because I'm going to the dentist in the morning. Then I probably have to wait half an hour because you can't eat straight after the things that they do. Forget what it is. And then... Oh, Mikey's home.